Lake Breeze Golf Club in Winnacone, Wisconsin, the site of the men's and women's Division III Cross Country National Championships hosted by the University of Wisconsin Oshkosh. Fans from all across the country came to cheer on their school's runners in a scene that looked more like a tailgate than a cross-country race. Chris Dakota and Alicia Zimmerman looking to lead the women's team after Coach Mahesh and the Cardinals earned an at-large bid to the field of 32 teams. After a false start in the first attempt, the teams line up to try it again. Cardinals running in the center of your screen, jockeying for position, led by Coda, Zimmerman, and Kayla Bingham. Rounding the 1 mile marker into the race, there's no clear leader just yet, as Chris Dakota, running strong on the outside, makes her move into the lead pack. Zimmerman and the second group of runners fighting to stay in the top 30, with Bingham right on her heels. Still a large group in front rounding the mile 2 marker, and Coda doing her best to stay with the lead. Zimmerman and Bingham motivating each other, still in striking distance of the lead pack. And that lead pack starts to disperse as the women hit the 3 mile marker. Chris Dakota running right with the top 30. Alicia Zimmerman and Kayla Bingham trying to stay within the top 40, just 10 seconds behind Coda. At the finish, it's Chiara Del Piccolo from Williams taking the individual crown with a time of 20 minutes 52 seconds. Chris Dakota fighting down the stretch for a 45th place finish, a minute behind the leader at a time of 21:52. And Zimmerman and Bingham not far behind as they cross in 57th and 58th in 21 minutes 58 seconds. Junior Marge Lipinski cracks the top 200 with a time of 22 minutes 56 seconds, and Amanda Merrick finishes off the scoring for the Cardinals in a time of 23 minutes 17 seconds. The women's team would go on to finish 16th overall, the second best finish in school history.
It's just so great to be 16th in the nation when we came in ranked 27th. It was really kind of showing it to everyone, we deserve to be here. We definitely do. And we were the second team in our region to play, so that was super exciting too. I mean, being the second team in our school's history to get this far, it was definitely a point to say we do belong here and we'd like to keep this tradition alive and keep going, keep our conference titles and keep qualifying to nationals and hopefully, bring that place marker down further and further with the girls who will be coming through the school in the next few years.
In the men's race, head coach Al Carius looking for his 14th national championship in cross country as the Harriers are led by regional champion Matt Perez. Coach Carius gives the team one last word of advice before heading to the starting line. And just like in the women's race, the men experienced a false start and had to head back to the line. But a clean start in the second attempt as the runners jockey for position would end in a melee as a St. Lawrence runner trips and takes down Dan Curley and Matt Brinkmeyer with him. As they round the first mile, it's Ben Sathry of St. Thomas building a big lead, running a sub 4:30 first mile. Matt Perez right behind the lead pack, running in 10th, trying to keep pace. Senior Neil Klein staying in striking distance of the leaders, and Curley and Brinkmeyer rebound from the fall, running with Kevin Sparks and John Kane in the top 50. At mile 2, Perez conserving his energy, staying with the pack, currently in 10th. Klein running in the top 20, and Curley, Brinkmeyer, and Sparks keeping pace with the top 40. At 3 miles, Perez stride for stride with Kevin McCarthy of Wabash, fighting for 8th place. Klein finding his stride and running in the top 15 at the 3 mile marker. Curley, Sparks, and Brinkmeyer all running close together, and John Crane looking to make his move not far behind his teammates. At the finish, it's Ben Sathry of St. Thomas winning with a time of 23 minutes 44 seconds, a 4:47 mile pace. Perez is able to hold off McCarthy of Wabash for a 5th place finish overall in a time of 24 minutes 15 seconds. Senior Neil Klein puts an exclamation point on his North Central career, crossing in 15th in 24 minutes 33 seconds. And Dan Curley, Kevin Sparks, and John Crane would round out the scoring for the Cardinals, finishing in 37th, 41st, and 48th respectively. After the race, Matt Perez and the Cardinals get some love from their teammates who made the trip north to cheer them on during the race, as the Cardinals would go on to claim their second national title in 3 years and the 14th for Coach Al Carius.
It's really hard to put into words, how I feel and how proud I am of this team and, how they've run the entire season and the growth that has taken place during this season, and certainly the performance here today. It was a battle out there. It was a real tough, competitive environment, and so we felt very, very fortunate to do as well as we did, and so I'm very, very pleased.
I'd give up an individual championship any day for a team championship, and today, although we didn't win, or I didn't win, I could care less. I wasn't thinking about the individual championship. I really just wanted to put myself in a position to do the best I could for our team, and that's what I did, and we won.
With their finishes, Matt Perez and Neil Klein are honored as All-Americans.